Psychology of people who forget names. You've done this before. You're standing right in front of someone. Someone you know you've met before. They're smiling like there's history between you. And suddenly, their name is gone. Not almost there. Not on the tip of your tongue. Just gone. And now, instead of talking, you're performing. You stretch your sentences. You avoid saying their name. You subtly wait for someone else to say it first, because the next few seconds. That's pure survival. And underneath all of it is that uncomfortable thought. Why can't I remember something this simple? It feels careless. Maybe even disrespectful. Like forgetting someone's name means you didn't care enough. But that's not what's happening. Not even close. Your brain was busy the whole time when you meet someone new. Your brain isn't just listening. It's doing 100 things at once, reading their face, analyzing their tone, figuring out the social situation, and at the same time, there's a voice in your head. Am I being awkward? Should I smile more? What do I say next? Your brain is overloaded, and right in the middle of that chaos, they say, "Hey, I'm Alex." Alex, a random sound, no meaning, no connection, no emotional weight, so your brain makes a quick decision, not important right now. And just like that, it lets it go. Names are the hardest thing to remember. Here's the truth. Your brain is built to remember meaning, not labels. If someone tells you they're a teacher, your brain connects it to classrooms, students, experiences. But a name, it connects to nothing. It's just a word floating in empty space, and your brain doesn't hold onto things that don't connect. So names slip, not because you don't care, but because your brain had nothing to attach them to. You weren't fully there. Now, here's where it gets personal. A lot of people who forget names aren't distracted by the world. They're distracted by themselves. They're overthinking, monitoring how they sound, wondering how they're being perceived. So while someone is introducing themselves, their attention is split, half on the conversation, half inside their own head. And when attention splits, memory weakens, so the name comes in, but it never fully lands. Your brain was already ahead there. As something else happening too. The moment you feel even a little pressure in conversation, your brain starts preparing what to say next. You rehearse, you edit, you plan. And when you do that, you stop fully hearing what's happening right now. So when someone says their name, you're already thinking about your response. The name passes through like background noise, not because you weren't listening, but because your mind had already moved forward. This isn't a memory problem most people think. I'm just bad with names, but that's not true, because you probably remember other things easily. Conversations, moments, details about people, how someone made you feel. That's not bad memory. That's selective memory. Your brain isn't weak, it just prioritizes differently. The part that hurts on the other side now, for the person whose name gets forgotten. It can feel personal, like I didn't matter enough to be remembered, and that feeling is real, even if it's not accurate. Because people connect memory with importance. But here's the truth. The person who forgot your name might remember everything else about you, your story, your energy, the way you made them feel. They didn't forget you. They forgot the label. Memory doesn't work like a camera. Your brain doesn't record life perfectly. It stores highlights, emotions, impressions, and it lets go of the rest. So if someone remembers your laugh but not your name, that's not carelessness. That's prioritization. There's actually a hidden strength here. People who forget names often notice things others don't. They remember feelings, expressions, moments. They connect with people beyond surface-level details. They don't remember what someone is called. They remember who someone Is, and in a strange way. That's deeper. Why it keeps happening once you realize you forget names. You start worrying about it, and that pressure makes it worse, because now you're not just talking, you're trying not to fail, and pressure blocks memory, so it becomes a loop. Forget gives. Feel awkward gives, overthink gives. Forget again until it feels like part of your identity, but it's not. How to fix it without stressing. You don't fix this by trying harder. You fix it by creating connection. Repeat. The name. Link it to something familiar. Visualize it. Give it meaning, because once your brain has something to attach it to, it sticks. The truth you needed to hear. Forgetting names doesn't mean you're careless. It doesn't mean you don't value people. It means your brain focuses on experience over labels. It means your attention sometimes turns inward. It means you process people differently, and often more deeply. Final thought. At the end of the day, a name is just a sound given to someone before you ever met them, before any real connection existed. So if your brain drops that one small detail in a moment full of thoughts, pressure, and emotion, that doesn't make you broken. It makes you human. Because while you forgot the name, you remembered the person, and that's the part that actually matters.